Actually, before my second dog was born.
So welcome back to another video. This one is definitely going to be something different. We're on the road, we're off down south, and we are off to pick up my friend's very expensive new car. So let's see how the day pans out. So we've arrived at Singer with Pete. Too many cars on Instagram, I'll put his link in the description. Let's pick up his new toy. I'm excited. You never know what this place is. Here we are. Wow. I've seen hundreds of pictures.
4 years. Random old. Actually, before my second dog was born.
Oh, wow. My God. Wow. That colour. So what's just been funny is every car Pete buys, he has to kick. He's just kicked it and everyone's face does hit the floor.
Sport and there'll be an S illuminated. Right, okay. And 2 clicks right is, full track, everything off. And then if you just click it back again, it'll revert back again.
What an amazing car. It's not often I get speechless when I see Pete's cars.
Cube shit, but check this out. Ready? You filming it?
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
We don't have to get it off.
And then what? It's just
we don't want to break something.
No, I mean, and then what?
Because obviously I can never afford this. This is like, I think, £2 million car. Because you can't afford that thing, you don't really relate to it. Hence why I get excited when he's bought the Group B cars. But this thing, you can kind of relate to it because it's the old Porsche and it's a classic. And I'll be honest with you, it is absolutely beautiful. This is special, and to say they've taken obviously an old Porsche and rejuvenated it into this, you can't pick a flaw with anything. The fit and finish is beautiful, the machining needs, everything's perfect. Even to bottom, like the oil cap, I think you just see it's nice, like a soft pull out, and that's a solid piece of billet it's been machined from. This is the car itself I can appreciate, but the engineering behind it is phenomenal. And another little thing that really like is the roll cage on the rear. This is leather wrapped, all leather wrapped. Singer badge in the middle, 2 supportive seats. I don't know why they put them there, but I would have thought that's because of the original design. And harnesses so you can track it. But again, unsure it's going to be tracked. I would have thought it's going to be driven daily though. It's not going to be in like a collection where it's never used. This thing is going to be dailied. And this is a request of Pete's. This is why me and Pete get on so well. Is this normally has a cover over it to hide it all. And Pete's requested it stays open so we can see all the mechanical workings of the gear selector. How brilliant is that? And that's why me and Pete are mates, because he appreciates the engineering behind these things as well as the car itself. Additional sound system, which is there, speakers, and that single knob there is technically just your radio. That's all it is. There's no radio other than that, and that is a very expensive option.
Singer cover.
I've already had this on all seats.
Exactly. I didn't either.
What?
So C-Tech charger, and then for this, it's just a little magnet.
Oh, right,
Same
yeah,
as Ferraris.
cool.
And then you've got, this is, I really like this. Crooked wheel nut. Sophia racing wheel nut.
Oh, the centre lock.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, do that.
It's more like a flashlight, that, isn't it?
It's about the same size, isn't it?
About the same size, yeah. Where am I getting the tyres from?
So this comes in the pack with the car. It's like a lifesaver socket, and what it's for is to go on and adjust your damper and rebound settings on the suspension. And look at them top mounts where it says hard, low, light. The engineering on these things is amazing. Look at the seats. My God. This is unreal, this car. Just the little touches and details. Like I say, air intakes at the back window. The roof's been lowered so the air goes through here down to the duckbill spoiler, and it looks like it's got all handmade little badges on. And to my knowledge, you buy an original car, hence it being on the reg plate, and then they fully restored them from the ground up. This is a £2 million Singer DLS. Okay, this beautiful thing. How this is an engine, it looks amazing. And again, going back to the suspension, we've got the little settings here for the full suspension set up all around. Even all the little badges and all the little things say Singer. The attention to detail is immense. And I love it because my OCD, Every screw has to be straight, every clip has to be straight. Beautiful. All scent locks, Brembos, forged magnesium wheels that look like the originals. Beautiful. And look how they're all machined, and it tells you tighten, loosen and all that. Please don't think I'm going to get into supercars, boys and girls, but this is special. The colour is the main thing on this car, but the accent piece around the light matches the space of the shade of the interior. It's not my thing, but this just brings the old school retro to the new school on the fit and finish, the quality, the build's amazing, the little attention to details. And as much as I would say I think this is one of the best of Pete's collection in my opinion, as much as I love his 6R4, this thing is definitely up there with how stunning it looks. It's got so much presence on the road. Also doesn't show on the video is you're having to see it just in this corner there. You can just see the line because it's had what's called topaz, like a cover, so it's all been film coated to protect it, and you'd never ever guess. Even I've been walking around it for 5 minutes and I didn't even realise it had a film on it to protect it. So when Pete spec'd and built the car, he named it Ella, and you can see it's on the door, and that is named after one of his bulldogs that sadly passed away. So this is kind of like a little thing to remember his dogs, and obviously a special car with a special name. So a big one on YouTube now is people are trying to basically pull like the Lamborghinis apart and find out what other cars they fit. So I wonder if anyone can name anything off this car, the dashboard, the switches, which are from any other vehicle. Floor mounted pedals, which again, I wouldn't have thought the car would have come with them as standard floor mounted in the early Porsches. Just little nice details, like say little where they didn't need to put them in there, and the holes straight through the headrests. Now it's outside in the sun, let's appreciate that colour in all its glory. Pete does praise himself as the king of specs, and I've got to admit, the spec on this, the colour combination, everything is absolutely perfect. Even outside now in natural light, the colour looks so much better. I suppose as someone who's not around this type of environment very much, other than when I go with Pete, you expect to buy a £2 million car and you expect it to be praises and champagne and all this excitement, but it's very much the opposite. And Pete explains that because the people who buy these cars, they don't want that, they're used to it, they just want the car, they don't want the camaraderie around it. But if you go and buy like a brand new BMW, I suppose people do want that. Here, it has literally been meet and greet at the door, conversation, into the workshop, walk through the workshop, and then kind of unveil and show the car.
5 minutes later.
It was at this moment that he knew. He up.
So we've had to come back because the brake pedal switch is stuck on, the brake lights constantly on, but back shortly.
What we saying?
I still can't find it.
They're going around the block to see if they fix the issue, because obviously the brake warning light's staying on. So let's have a look, see if they sort it out. So shutter's going down because we're leaving the thing because it's broke.
It's broke!
Pete's in the car with me.
It's broke!
Not even lasted.
Give me this Volkswagen instead.
It's not even lasted.
I didn't do 1 mile.
Not even
I
1
didn't
mile.
do 1 mile.
There's a fault, so we're back in the Polo, trusty Polo,
Yeah.
and we're going home.
The German car.
This isn't anything to slag Singer off, it really is not, far from it. The car is absolutely beautiful. Just unfortunately, at the very last hurdle, quality control, and I do appreciate they are hand built, and I do appreciate things can get missed. It is what it is. So, but again, I'll reiterate, because I don't want no comeback from Singer, the car is beautiful. It is a work of art. We'll see what happens between Pete and Singer, whether they resolve it. We've had the adventure. What's happened's happened. You couldn't write the story. So, we'll sign this one off. So go and follow Too Many Cars on Instagram. We'll see how this adventure turns out in the future, because it's definitely going to be an interesting story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.